Well, hello and welcome to our webinar today for BitClub Network. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, evening, morning, depending on where you are in the world. Today is actually, for me, June 10th at about 10 a.m. in beautiful, where am I? Lisbon, Portugal, actually. Everybody's been asking me to do a webinar on the new compensation plan. I've just been going, just one country after the next, meeting with so many great people at BitClub Network all over the world. Just been so busy. So I'm actually recording this right now by myself, so nobody else is on here, so you can't really ask me questions right now. So we're going to go through everything with the new compensation plan. If you do have questions, please just come on one of the other webinars we'll be doing here in the very near future, or just send a support ticket. And the support ticket's just in your back office on the top right-hand side, you'll see support. And you can always send a support ticket to ask a question, and they'll answer anything that you need. So let's get started right off the top. So BitClub Network has actually changed the compensation plan a little bit. It's still basically the same, just changed a little bit. The pools are all the exact same. So there's a 500 pool, a 1,000 pool, and a 2,000 pool. Of course, you can get any one of those or combination. Totally up to you. And once you have a share of the mining pool, you're in. So every day, all the Bitcoin that's being mined is basically just split up and paid out to everybody depending on how many shares of the pool that you have. The more you buy, the more you get. It's that simple. You do not have to do anything else. You just get your money every single day. Of course, if you want to share this with others, there's an awesome compensation plan, and that's what we're going to go through right now for some of the new changes. So a lot of the new changes benefit the people that are building organizations, especially big teams. There's some amazing leaders that are traveling the world, helping their organizations grow. I would estimate that BitClub Network is now probably in, I don't know, 50 or 60 different countries around the world and expanding, like good leadership coming into countries around the world, but still brand new, much less BitClub Network. Most of the world hasn't even heard about Bitcoin yet. So we're still so early in the game, and we're really the only game in town if you want to make money involved with Bitcoin. So this is awesome. So let's get started. So the binary. So with the binary, we all get paid faster now. No longer do you have to have 20 credits left and right. Now you get paid with only 5 credits left, 5 credits right. So if you don't know what a credit is, it's pretty simple. If somebody in your organization comes in at the $500 level, the 500 package, that's 1 credit. The 1,000 is 2 credits. The 2,000 is 4 credits. Of course, if they were to get one of each of those pools and be a founder, that's 7 credits that you would get credit for in your downline. So now 5 credits left, 5 credits right, that pays you $75 worth of Bitcoin. And the maximum is 4 cycles per day. So 4 times per day, or $300 per day. But now we also have the matching bonuses. And this is where it gets really, really, really exciting, because now you can be getting matching bonuses down 8 generations. So anybody that you personally introduce is on your first level. Anybody they personally introduce is on your second. Anybody they personally introduce is on your third, and so on and so on and so on. So anytime any of these people hit 5 and 5, they make 75. If it's on your first or second level, you're going to make $5. Now, everybody qualifies. So anybody that has a mining pool share is automatically a miner, and because we're all mining Bitcoin. But if you are a builder, you're also going to get paid down your third and fourth generations, and that'd be $6 per cycle. And then a pro builder is going to get $7 on his 5th and 6th generation, and a master builder is going to get $7 on his 7th and 8th generation. Now, in most companies that have matching bonuses like this, and you have to qualify to get your matching bonuses, if you don't qualify, the company keeps the money. It's called breakage. In BitClub Network, there is no breakage. So if someone does not qualify for any of these matching bonuses, it just rolls to the next upline person that does qualify. So if you work your way up to where you're a master builder and there are people below you that are not master builders, you'd be picking up every single person's 7th and 8th level matching bonus on all of the 7th and 8th levels of everybody in your downline. It gets pretty nutty. So this is how the matching bonuses work. Again, this is ×4 because it's maximum of 4 cycles per day for anybody. So you could actually be getting 5 × 4, 6 × 4, 7 × 4. So turns into a lot of money. And basically for every $75 cycle that gets paid, there's $50 in matching bonuses. So just awesome the way this works. This has already jacked up some people's incomes majorly, like majorly. And just so you guys understand, when this was first run, and the company's been going for about 8 months now, when this ran where it only needed 5 left and 5 right, there were a lot of people that had credits built up where they had, 6 on one side and 22 on the other side, or 13 on one side and 27 on the other side. So they couldn't cycle because they didn't have 20/20. So when this ran, it actually paid out 481 people got paid in the binary that they just had credits sitting there, so they couldn't be paid. 481 people for a total of $105,000 got paid out when this part of the compensation plan changed. So instant over 100,000 out to everybody. That's just from the binary. That's not even including the matching bonuses that went out also. So it's probably another 80,000 or something like that in matching bonuses that got paid out as well, to probably close to 1,000, maybe more than 1,000 people got matching bonuses. So absolutely awesome upgrade in the compensation plan. Now we still have more to go through with the level up and infinity bonuses, but first let's go through what it takes to be a builder, a pro builder, and a master builder. So first of all, a miner, that's just anybody that signs up for the 99 and buys any share of any mining pool. So now you're basically a Bitcoin miner. Once you have sponsored 5 people that are miners, so they've bought a package, and help 5 to each get 2. Now, it doesn't matter if you personally sponsor 20, and it doesn't matter who out of those, however many, sponsor their 2, but you have to have 5 personally sponsored people that each get 2. So let me get my little pen here. Give me 1 second here. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to use this empty space right here. So you need to personally sponsor 5. And again, it doesn't matter if you sponsor 10 or 20. Just any of those 5 have to sponsor 2 each. And on top of that, you need to have a total of $10,000 in group volume. So if you do the math on that, basically the smallest package is 500. So 500 times 20 gives you 10,000 in volume. Now you could have, 9 people that came in, or you could have 8 people that came in for the 500 and a couple people that came in as founders. Like it just doesn't matter. Like one person comes in for a founder, that's 3,500 of the 10,000. If you had 3 founders in your entire downline, that's over 10,000 in volume right there. Then you just have to get the 5 that get 2. Once you do that, you're at builder for life. So now you're picking up that 3rd and 4th generation match on all of your 3rd and 4th level people forever. So that's a lifetime thing, and it's not that difficult to do. I mean, we've had people literally do this in their first day or 2, so it's not that hard. So sponsor 5, help them to each get 2. All right, so the next one, and that's a builder. So let me erase all this real quick. Give me a second here. All right, so the next thing to be a pro builder, first of all, you're going to need 50,000 in group volume. Now that's accumulated. So even if it took you 6 months, everything just getting added up, added up, added up, added up, added up, whenever you hit that 50,000, now you are a pro builder. Well, not just that, you got to do the other thing also, but you got to have that 50,000. Once you've done that and you're a pro builder, then it's 10,000 monthly. And we'll talk about that here more in just a second. So let's do the second qualification. You need 3 builders. So the first thing I would say is if this is you, these people do not have to be personally sponsored. So you could sponsor one person and then they sponsor the builder. Hang on, this is very complicated to write with a mouse. So this could be your first level, and this could be your second level, and the builder could be there. And this is all based on your enrollment tree, not the binary all, it's just your enrollment tree. So the builder could be on your second level. It does not need to be personally sponsored. It could even be on your fourth level. So this could be the builder. And then if you wanted to, not necessary, you could personally sponsor a builder. All right, I'm just gonna put build. So you could have that. So 3 builders in your organization in different legs, 50,000 in group volume one time, and no more than 50% of that 50,000 can be counted from a single leg. So you can't just have one leg that has 50,000 and then really not much in the rest of your organization. You do have to have, a kind of a spread out organization. So no more than half of the 50,000 can count from a single leg, as well as the 10,000 monthly. No more than half can count from a single leg. So once you make Pro Builder, now you're getting your 5th and 6th generation matches from the binary, and you're also getting an infinity override on your entire organization. We're going to talk about that more here in just a minute. And then Master Builder. So let me erase this again. Give me one second here. So now Master Builder. So to be a Master Builder, you need a Pro Builder in 2 separate legs. And again, you do not need to personally sponsor these people. They can be down in the organization. It doesn't matter where. So hang on one second. So like literally you could have a pro builder that's 7 generations down. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to call that PB, Pro Builder. All right. So you have a Pro Builder in 2 separate legs. Also, you need 250,000 in volume, and that's cumulative. So even if it took you, 6 months or a year to get it, it doesn't matter. Once you have a total of 250,000 with your Pro Builder in 2 separate legs, and no more than 50% of that 250,000 in volume can be from, a single leg. So you could have one big leg, 125 would count from that 250, and then the other 125 has to be spread out in the rest of your organization. So no more than 50% can count from a single leg. And then again, once you've done that, ongoing, it's 50,000 monthly in volume to stay at a Master Builder. This will get you your 7th and 8th generation matches from the binary and an extra infinity override. And again, we'll talk about the infinity overrides here in just a second. So one more thing I want to cover here about this. So give me one second here. Get my little pen back. Okay. So for all of these rankings, and we're going to look at this real quick. I'm just going to write June up here because this all started June 1st. So we're going to put June. and draw a little line here. Sorry, drawing with a mouse is not easy. And then we're going to put July, and then we'll put our little mouse here, and then we'll put August. I'm just going to put August, and then we're going to put September. Again, sorry, this is so slow. All right, so this is June. So let's just say, and it works for Pro Builder and Master Builder the same. Of course, Builder is lifetime. Pro Builder, Master Builder is monthly. So we'll just say Pro Builder, but it counts for Master Builder also like this. And also, to be a Master Builder, you need to qualify as a Pro Builder. So you have to have 3 builders in 3 separate legs to be a Pro Builder, and a Pro Builder and 2 separate legs to be a Master Builder. If you only have 2 legs and both those people become Pro Builders and you don't have a 3rd leg, you got to get a 3rd leg with a builder to be a Master Builder. So you do have to be a builder to be a Pro Builder. You got to be a Pro Builder to be a Master Builder. So want to be clear on that. Okay, so let's just go through this. So the 50,000 in cumulative volume. So let's say from the beginning of when you joined, doesn't matter when, total, you've now accumulated 50,000 in volume, and that happened on June 15th, hypothetically. You are going to be paid as a Pro Builder through the end of June and through July. For you to be paid as a Pro Builder in August, you are going to need to have $10,000 in volume in the month of July. If you have that $10,000 in volume for the month of July, you will get paid through all of August as a Pro Builder. If you have 10,000 in volume for the month of August, you will get paid through all of September as a Pro Builder. So I hope that makes sense. So June, you hit it, you're going to get paid the rest of June, all of July. If you only hit 9,000 in volume for July, you will not be paid as a Pro Builder for August. But let's say you hit your 10,000 in volume. 50,000 is only one time. So if you miss the 10,000 in July, that's okay. Starts over for August, you're at 0. And let's say the 20th of August, you hit your 10,000 in volume. That's okay. Now you start 20th of August again. You get paid the remainder of August, all of September, and you will need 10,000 in volume in September to get paid for October. So I hope that makes sense. Now, of course, if you're a Master Builder, it's 250,000, and you'd have to have 50,000 monthly, but it all works out the exact same way here. And let's say you didn't hit your 50, you only hit 40,000 one month. You would drop back down to a Pro Builder, because Pro Builder is only 10,000 monthly. So you had 40,000, you got way more than 10,000. So you're a Pro Builder. Once you hit that 50,000 in a month, you'll get paid the rest of that month and the remainder of the following month. So I hope that makes sense. Again, if you have any questions, just come on one of our other webinars or send in a support ticket. So this was simple, fair way to do it. And there's going to be a lot of tools in the back office for you to track exactly where you are, where your people are, what you need to do, where you're at for the month. Like, it's going to be very simple to track all of this, where you can actually set your goals and see exactly what needs to happen for you to hit these ranks. And I'm telling you right now, you hit Pro Builder, you get a nice raise. You hit, you hit Builder, you get a nice raise. Pro Builder, you get an amazing raise. Master Builders are making some cash, just so you know. It's very, very, very good money. All right, so level up bonuses. Let's go through this. So the level up is basically the same as it was before as far as the dynamics and how it works, just the percentages are a little bit different. So now on your first 2 personally sponsored people, you make 10% on whatever they purchase and on all of their repurchases. Now, before, there was no way to make any money on any of the people that came in the downline of the first 2 people that you introduced in your team 1. Now there's infinity bonuses, and we're going to get to those here in just a second. So the team 2, still your 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Now it's 12%. Then, of course, anybody, or I shouldn't say anybody, but the first 2 people that these introduce, so the first 2 of your 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and on all of their first 2, and their first 2, and their first 2, you're going to make 2%, 2% through infinity on all of your team 2's first 2, first 2, first 2, first 2, first 2, first 2. And again, there are also infinity bonuses that we're going to talk about here in just a second. Then the level up team 3. This is your 6th, 7th, and 8th personally sponsored people, and now you're at 15%. Now, on top of that, on all of these people's first 2, and their first 2, and their first 2, you're making 5% through infinity. Then on all of these people's next 3, so their 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and all of those people's first 5, first 5, first 5, first 5, you're making 3% through infinity. And again, there's infinity bonuses on top of this infinity. Then we got your team 4. Team 4, you're up to 18% on, let me circle that, 18%. And it doesn't matter if you personally sponsor, just your 9th, or you get 15 or 20 or 50 or 100 or 500 personally sponsored people, making 18% on all of those people, and on all of their first 2, first 2, first 2, first 2, you are making 8%. On all of their next 3 and all of their first 5, first 5, first 5, first 5, first 5, 6%. Then on all of their 6th, 7th, and 8th people, and all of their first 8, first 8, first 8, first 8, first 8, 3%. And if any of those people get a team 4, so a team 4 of a team 4, so this is your team 4 person, and now they get to their team 4. Doesn't matter if they personally sponsor 20, 50, or 100 people, from their 9th person on, you're going to make 2% and 2% on all of those people's first 8, first 8, first 8 through infinity. If any of those people get to their team 4, now it's a team 4 of a team 4 of a team 4. You're making 1. And you're going to make 1% on all of those people's personally sponsored. Doesn't matter if they sponsor 100 people. And 1% on all of their first 8, first 8, first 8, first 8, first 8 through infinity. Oh, hang on a second here. Oh, my circles stayed. Sorry. I thought my circles would follow, but they don't. Hang on a second. And then there's even a 3rd generation of bonus here, where we're talking about a team 4 of a team 4 of a team 4 of a team 4, 1%. And it doesn't matter if that person's personally sponsors 100 people, getting 1% on all of their purchases, and on all of their repurchases, and on all of their first 8, first 8, first 8, first 8, first 8. This is absolutely huge. The way it was, like, if myself or another leader went to a country and we signed up a leader, and that guy got to his team 4 on his first day, and then now he brings in a leader on his team 4. That's great. We're making a percentage on that team 4 person, and we're making a percentage on that leader's first 8. But what happened is, we go to a country, get a good leader in. That person would sponsor, 10, 15 people real fast. It's great. But they would put their best people on their team 4, which they're supposed to do. So they get a really good person on their team 4. That guy personally sponsors 10 people his first day. And so on his first 8, get paid. Then on the 9th, 10th person, completely blocked. Now, one of those 9th or 10th people are really good. They go to work, want us to work with them and travel around with them and, do meetings and all that. But we're literally blocked on those people. So you can get blocked on legs very, very quickly. So now team 4 of a team 4 of a team 4 of a team 4. So hard to get blocked now. It's amazing. It's amazing, amazing. So all the leaders are just going crazy right now because on huge teams where there's literally hundreds of people that they're blocked on, no longer are blocked. So this is a lot of fun how this really opens it up. And then on top of that, we have infinity overrides. So when you become a builder, you're now going to get a 1% override of your entire organization. If a builder comes in below you, now of course you need a builder in 3 separate legs. So if a builder came in below you, normally you would be blocked. But with this, you get a second generation. So if there's a builder below you, that's okay. You're still going to get 1% below that builder. If that builder gets a builder below them, and they're going to need to go to Pro Builder, that's okay. You're still going to pick up 0.5% infinity bonus below the second Pro Builder. It's only on a third, I'm sorry, below that builder. It's only the third builder in the leg that you would get blocked. Now, that is 1 infinity bonus. Next, you got Pro Builder. So if you're a Pro Builder, you're also a builder. So you're going to have the first bonus, and you're going to have the Pro Builder bonus. Now you get an additional 1%. So if you're a Pro Builder, you're now getting the Builder 1% and the Pro Builder 1% of your entire organization. So now 2% through infinity, but they're actually calculated separately. So now as a Pro Builder, 1% of your entire group. Then when you have a Pro Builder below yourself, you're going to be getting still 1% below that Pro Builder. And if there's a Pro Builder below a Pro Builder, you're still going to get 0.5% below that one. And then only when there's 3 Pro Builders stacked in a leg are you blocked below that third one. But again, that's a deep leg. That's a big, you're making a lot of money if you get blocked there. Then next we have a Master Builder. Now Master Builder, an additional 1%. Of your entire organization. So really you'd be up to 3% because you'd be getting the builder generation, or I should say the builder infinity bonus, the Pro Builder infinity bonus, and the Master Builder infinity bonus. So now you're up to 3% infinity override on your entire organization, and that is on top of all these level up bonuses. So on your team 1, you're getting 3% on your entire team 1 through infinity. On your team 2, where you would normally be getting 12%, you're getting 15%. Where you're normally getting 2% on everybody's first two, you're making 5%. Where you're normally blocked after that, you're making 3%. On your team 3, where you normally make 15%, you're making 18%. On all of their first two, where you're normally making 5%, you're making 8%. And then on their next 3, where you're normally making 3%, you're making 6%. So you see what I'm saying here? It's an additional 3% on top of all of these other bonuses that you're looking at. And then of course, if you get a Master Builder below yourself, you're still picking up 1% on that entire organization. And then only when you have a Master Builder below a Master Builder are you blocked on that below that. So this pays really, really deep, a lot of money. We've actually seen people like literally more than double their income just in the past 10 days that this has been running from what they were making. Same amount of volume, same amount of group volume coming in, but literally making twice as much money. More than twice as much money actually. So yeah, this has done some amazing things. Then on top of this, there's also leadership bonus pools. The first one is the monster bonus. Now for this, you actually need $1 million in group volume. I'm actually going to have them change the website. It says 2,000 credits, but one credit, of course, is $500. So that basically comes out to $1 million in volume. No more than 50% coming from a single leg. You qualify for this, like that's accumulating. So it could take you a year to get $1 million in volume. Doesn't matter. You're going to get paid on it that month. You're going to get a share of this pool. Then for the next month, you need to have 200 new credits coming in, which is about 100,000 in volume for the month. Again, no more than 50% coming from a single leg, but that'll be for your second month. So looking at that figure, and by the way, it's half of 1%. So if the company does $1 million based on Bitcoin sales, and that half of 1% of Bitcoin went into a pool, it'd be about $50,000 worth of Bitcoin. So just my rough estimates in my head, I'm thinking, depending on how many people hit this, on the low end, it'd be $7,000 a month extra in just Bitcoin, up to as much as maybe 20 or 25,000. Let's call it 20,000. So between 7,000 and 20,000 a month if you qualify for the monster bonus. Then we also have the mega monster bonus. And this is for the real builders out there working hard. And to hit this, you need to hit $5 million in group volume, accumulative, no more than 50% coming from a single leg. And then to stay qualified for your second month on, you need 250,000 in monthly volume. So big organization, but now from that half of 1%, a lot less people qualify. I'm figuring on the small side that this bonus could be worth 25,000 as much as 40,000 a month. So if you're a part of the mega monster bonus, you're also getting the monster bonus. On the low end, you're looking at about 32,000 a month. On the high end, 60,000 a month. So it definitely pays to be a leader in BitClub Network. Things are just going absolutely amazing. Great leadership joining the company from literally all over the world. Anywhere you want to think of, there are people coming in. And you're going to see more and more new languages coming up on the site as well. So yeah, some serious expansion going on right now. And again, if you have any questions about the compensation plan, just go and send a support ticket in or come on one of our other webinars here in the very near future. And hope you guys are having an awesome time and studying about Bitcoin and BitClub Network, because just everything is going amazing. I promise you guys, BitClub Network is just barely getting started. I'm telling you, big stuff is happening. So we are still in the beginning of the beginning of the beginning. So you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys on the next webinar very soon.